let me tell you guys what happened. It is snowing, or more like it was snowing all morning, and I'm gonna take our son out. I put him in a giant bucket, like a storage tub last year, and scooted him around in the snow for his first snow. I feel like a little kid with my little tassel. Hey baby, do you want to go play in the snow? Should we get y'all bundled up? We gonna go play outside? Yeah? Okay, let's go. Be careful here. Is it snow? Woo! What do you think of the snow? What you think? Okay, we're not into snow. So we're gonna have to seriously rethink this outdoor school idea that mommy had. The snow was clearly not his thing. I can't even lie, I'm not even that mad because I really don't want to be outside in the freezing cold, but I feel like it's obligatory to take your little one out in the snow and let them have fun. My friend and I, we've been like voice note texting all day. It's Leandra, photography by Leandra. She does all our photos, our holiday photos. She watches my vlogs, so I can't put this vlog out until after her birthday, but she's having her birthday this weekend. She commented, oh, I really love those gold earrings she just posted are so pretty. She was talking about these jade and matte gold. So I was like, haha, because I was definitely gonna give her some earrings. And then she was saying, oh my gosh, in your vlog, I'm so sad that you were saying you're not gonna make resin anymore. These came to mind for her. I just think they would look really gorgeous with her hair. She has overcome a lot of obstacles recently, and I'm just so proud of her, and I feel like she needs a crown. So I just ordered her like a goddess queen crown, and the crown came. I was so worried it wasn't showing as shipped. It has like some nice weight to it. You can see how much it sparkles. Now I just need to go get like a super special card for her. Let me show you what I got her. So the concept is I want her to feel like a queen. I got her this frame. This matches kind of her style and her home. I want her to put like her favorite birthday picture in here, or something that just makes her really happy and feel wonderful and beautiful. And every time she passes by it, she'll just remember how much she is loved and celebrated, because of course queens need something yummy to eat. I got her these Italian chocolate. As soon as I saw this card, it just made me think of her. So I'm gonna put everything together. We are going to my friend's birthday. Yay! I'm gonna try not to slip in the snow as I get out. Oh, you're recording? Yeah. she had to get the whole vlog, and I need to. Ooh, this is so pretty. I don't want to untie it. It's too pretty. They're like resin. You made them? Yeah. Oh my gosh. They're like resin. What do you make jewelry? And I love these. I saw these on your blog. Oh, cute!
I was trying to make you think they sold out, so I posted they were sold, but then you didn't look on my IG that day, so that I could surprise her. She was like, oh, I like those gold ones. I was like, oh, I gotta sit her. Yeah, so I was like, I gotta trick her and make her think they're gone. She said you need to do a photo shoot.
This is so pretty.
I
can't.
Okay.
Not right now.
Well, just read that side.
Okay,
just
okay.
Read that side.
No, even that maybe
Oh, okay. Never mind.
Happy birthday to you.
Thank you.
We have been sick since December 18th of last year. I know if you're watching my vlogs, you might be like, wait, is this Groundhog Day? Like, how are they still sick? Yes, we're still sick. I had to take him to urgent care the other day, and we're there till like 5 in the morning. And yeah, RSV, ear infection. We don't know if we've had the RSV like the entire time, or like did he somehow get that even though he didn't leave the house. He left the house the day before we ended up in urgent care, so he wouldn't have got sick that fast from going to story time. I don't know. Also, story, someone literally tried to take us out in the parking lot. That will be in this vlog. And our dog just had to go get a third eye procedure, $800 again. The insurance is gonna pay like $600, but I still gotta come up with the rest of that. And I'm on this low buy year because we're gonna get that house and try and pay off all this debt. And I'm just like, what is going on? Stop conspiring against me. And then the child doesn't want to eat. Okay, you know, when they're sick, they don't feel good. So we gotta like try all these different things. I was preheating the oven to warm up his naan. We can't afford to keep ordering him Indian food every time he doesn't want to eat. So I went on down to Trader Joe's and I was like, he's not gonna know the difference. Got him a little naan. But thankfully, he's eating some of the peanut butter and jelly. He didn't want his oatmeal that he loves. And so I gave him the peanut butter and jelly, like half of it, so he wouldn't waste it. And then I started preheating the oven in case I had to go on to option 3, the naan. But thankfully, he's eating something. Yeah, y'all, it's a lot. It's a lot. And then of course we're still sick because he keeps giving that to us. So I have to go back to work soon. School is starting. I'm gonna have to go in and start teaching and commuting and all the things. And my life feels like Tornado Target. If you're new here, Tornado Target is the Target by my house that people go in and just like throw stuff all over the floor. Like you walk in, the mannequins are knocked over. I don't know what goes on in this Target. That's how I feel like my life is. Oh, and the DNA test hack did not work. Just got the email that there wasn't enough DNA. They're sending us another test, but I'm not gonna make him do it because he didn't want to do it. So yeah, I don't know. Maybe we'll find one that has like the swab instead. Today we actually got out to a story time and it was good because I could tell he's kind of like, people. Let me tell you guys what happened. We pull into the library parking lot. I park far away. There are no cars, okay? That's the first sign that something's gonna happen, right? Park, nobody's there. We're walking to go to the library and someone starts driving down the aisle. Okay, so we are walking. Car comes. We're like right here. All of a sudden they swerve. They swerved in front of us to pull into a parking spot. And I literally jumped back holding him. And I'm just like, whoa. I mean, you saw us. Like, you came from nowhere. You start driving down. You could see us walking and you're just gonna swerve in front of a mother and her child. I was holding him up. Thank God he wasn't in a stroller or something, because if he would have been ahead of me and like, what are you gonna clip my stroller with my baby in it? I'm not gonna get into a confrontation. I have my child. Clearly this person is not stable to be doing something like that. So I go inside. I kid you not. We go to toddler time. We go to story time. We go play upstairs with the other little kids. When we come out, I start walking. Dude, I say dude, I don't know if it was a guy, starts backing up. And I'm like, am I in a Lifetime movie right now? Is somebody trying to kill me? How in the world is it that when we come out, that moment, that second, you start backing out? So I'm like, walk as far as I can away from this car. I'm like, were you sitting out here the whole time to try to like finish the job? What in the world? Be so cautious, so careful in these parking lots, please, especially with these babies. Okay, it is way later. The little one is asleep and everyone is quieted down for the night, meaning the dogs. I have been working on the bills. I'm going to show you my updated little bill sheet, and then I will show you my current debt spreadsheet. And then I'm actually working on a spreadsheet that I can share with you all so that you can download it. That is similar to what I use for my bills, and I'll go through that as well. But let's just look at the bills real quick and I'll kind of show you my very old school method that works for me. I, started off with how much I had, and then these were all the bills and credit cards. And I left myself with $500 for gas, for food, for anything that comes up over the next 2 weeks. These are some additional notes that I make while I am going through the bills so I don't forget anything. I had signed up for this free trial and I canceled it, but they still charged me. This is why you always got to check your credit cards. I contacted them and they have issued a refund. So now I just need to make sure that I see that refund. So I always keep a note until I see the refund post. This I could not pay because it has not posted. It was pending. So that's a reminder to go back in and pay it when it posts. I need to order laundry tabs. That will also have to come out of this $500 that I've allotted myself. This reimbursement should be coming. I have not received it yet. And then reminding myself of my budget for my friend's birthday. Let's check the debt sheet. On the spreadsheet, I have compiled all of my debt. This is outside of the home. So this not include like the mortgage or the home equity line of credit or the deck loan. Right now, we're worried about all of the credit card lines of credit, that sort of thing. On the top, this is actually my iPhone, the 133.25. Those are all equal payments. I do not pay any interest and it will be paid off by May. So you can see under my May goal, I have card A and B to pay off. My June goal, a bunch of them are going to hit. Basically, what I did was I took out promotional transfer balance APRs. So I transferred from higher interest cards to another card that gave me a low zero promotion for 5 months, 6 months. Now, it does have to be paid off before that end date hits. Otherwise, they will go back and retroactively add super high interest to the entire time. Definitely don't want that to happen. So what I did before I did the balance transfer was I calculated in the cost of the balance transfer fee and made sure that I could pay off that total amount over the 6 months. So I basically divided it into 6 equal payments and I made that my monthly payment. So all of those cards are going to kind of get paid off at the same time because most of them were balance transfers on these promotional cards for the holidays. The bottom is kind of the last card that I'll be working on. Now I'm doing a combination of what some people call the snowball method, where you knock out your lowest amount and then you take the amount you were paying on that card, add it to the next lowest amount card. And then once you pay that off, you take both of the amounts you were paying. So if you're paying 100 on one, you paid it off, you add that 100 to the payment for the next card. So let's say you were paying 200 on that. Now you're paying 300. Then once you pay that off, you have 300 to add to pay off your next highest card. Some people like to tackle the highest interest card first. And I say I'm doing a combination because I'm kind of doing both. Card B is a very high interest. So I am trying to get card B paid off as quickly as possible. There is a promo amount on there that is not being charged interest, but I'm still getting hit with like $100 a month on that one. So this one is the priority for me to pay off. The other ones, because they are promos, it's kind of a fixed rate anyhow, you know, it's by the time I pay it off, I won't have paid anything. So then any additional money that I have, once I pay off the highest card, this card B, I'll start throwing at some of the lower ones that I can get paid off more quickly, since there's not really a benefit to paying off the promo cards early because I'm not going to pay interest on it anyway. So I might as well take any extra money I have if I can pay off this card B and start hitting some of the other ones that do have interest accruing on them. So I don't know if that makes sense, but that is my logic. So you can see I have a grand total right now of about $28,000 on all of these cards. And then per month, you can see what I am paying. Now, again, these are not the minimums. These are the amounts that I calculated to pay off the cards before the promos end. Card B is a range. It has been kind of anytime I have extra money, throw it on there. I've given myself a $500 bi-weekly allowance, I guess, or budget for myself. So that is to pay for gas, that is to pay for food, that is to pay for anything extra that our son might need if I want to get my hair done. All of that is going to come out of that $500. I did work overtime this year at my jobs. So I'll get approximately $10,000, but minus all the taxes. So not quite 10,000. And then I have my summer teaching that will range between 13 to 19,000 after taxes, depending on how many classes run. And then a tax refund that I really have no idea how much I will be getting back. That is some of where I will be getting the money to pay off this $28,000. Hey everyone. everyone, I am back. It is like a totally different day and it is late at night, so I'm trying not to talk too loudly. Everyone is asleep. If you want to, you can use this and download it. I'm going to figure out how to give you a link in the description. But it's probably easier if you just kind of make your own and use this as a template. So I hope this is helpful. I put copy and paste because that's literally what I do. I like copy the whole thing and then I paste it below each month and I just keep doing that, but I have to go in and like delete all the stuff from like that it was paid and notes and stuff from the month before. Basically over here, starting on the left, I put the bill, the fee, the card, whatever it is. So let's start, usually it's like the mortgage, right? And then the reoccurring amount, let's say your mortgage is like, I don't know, 1900. And then the amount that's due is the 1900, and then how much you paid, what your balance is. Let's say you still have like 95K left. The due date is on the first of every month. And then once I pay it, I go ahead and do paid or unpaid here. So I know when I come back, notes, just anything you want to make note of, like you made a partial payment, you have a credit pending, maybe let's say your escrow is short and you need to, pay extra 200 the following month in February, right? And then what I like to do over here on the right is to put, if it's like a credit card or a line of credit or something, I like to put the interest rate. And this does take a lot of time depending on how many cards or lines of credit or whatever you have. I have a lot, and it's basically so that I have a very high available credit to debt ratio because I have a lot of debt. I also need to have a lot of credit or my credit score would be shot. Okay, so interest rate, let's say that this one is a nice one and it's like 13%. That's horrible, but that's a nice one these days. Let's say your available balance is 5,000. We'll say this is a lower card. And if you have that APR promo, then I would do like 0% until April 2025. So you remember it needs to be paid off. And then let's say your total limit is like 7,500. You can see you have a little bit left and you've used a lot. And then when you anticipate paying it off, let's say you're definitely going to have it paid off by April because that's when your promo is up. So that's kind of what I do for each of them. And then if it's like once a year, I don't want to forget about it and it shocks me. So let's say it's like the Costco card, and then I'll have like $60 every January, just so it doesn't sneak up on you. Or I also have like a PO box. So I tend to keep all of those like once a year fees kind of down at the bottom. And then what I like to do here, I organize these based on the due date. So, whatever's due on the first, the second, then if it's like the 8th, and so on. And so that way, every time that I get paid, I go in and say, okay, when is my next paycheck? So if I'm gonna won't get another paycheck until say like the 18th, then I know, I like to go in and like highlight all of the ones that have to get paid by the 18th. So I'll kind of like do that. And then I know I've got to pay all of this before my next paycheck hits. And once it's paid, I'll usually like go in and remove that. I just use color a lot to help me know what needs to get paid and what doesn't. And then also if I have things that I charge reoccurring amounts onto credit cards, which is what I do, I charge a bill on every single card I have so that they don't close it and it continues to help me maintain that good like available credit to debt ratio. If I have a bill, let's say Netflix, and Netflix is auto pay to X card. I like to kind of, I put all the amount and how much it is, and then I do strike through for it. And then the amount that it actually is, let's say the amount due every month, a reoccurring amount, I could probably swap these out around here, is let's say 19.1999 or something like that. Whichever card this is, so X card, I would have here, and then that's where I'm gonna have, okay, this 1999 is coming on it every single month, so I know. But that way it just helps me to remember what reoccurring bills I have that are auto paying onto different credit cards. And then of course I have the card because I actually need to pay that. And that way you don't lose track when you have a ton of subscriptions. So I know this is not fancy or high tech, but I hope that it was helpful. And then one other thing that I just wanted to share when we're like trying to figure out where can we find a little bit of extra money to help us pay our bills. Okay, I know a lot of people are coffee drinkers. This was just a range of the prices that I saw, kind of on the lower end, like 5.25, higher end was like 6 to 7, sometimes 8, and then you're tipping. Let's just say that we're going like 3 days a week and we're doing the 5.25. Okay, so the tax is 32 cents. It's going to be 5.57. Let's give them a dollar tip, 6.57. We're going 3 times a week. That is going to put us at like 1971 times like 4 weeks and a month, and then times about 12 months. I know this is not exact. You're spending close to $1,000 on your little drinks, and you're only going 3 days a week. So if you're going like 6 days a week, almost every day, hello, right there. On coffee, you could definitely pay off a credit card, or you could be like investing the money. I swear, when you plug these numbers in from like your Uber Eats or your coffee, things that seem small, but they add up over time. And then you look at what you could be doing with the money if you were investing it, or if you even had a savings account, or if you were paying off cards that you're constantly accruing interest on. Ooh, it's a lot. And then think about that over years and years and years of time, if that was invested versus like drinking it, right? And I'm not saying take everything away. We need to have comfort things. We need to be able to treat ourselves. Just little things that we can cut back on without totally depriving ourselves. I hope that you found some of this helpful. Please don't forget to like and subscribe.